Hey there everyone, my name is Ronan and welcome to another plugin tutorial. Today I have with me AdvancedModreq. This is one of my personal plugins. I hope you guys like it. So let's get right to it. This plugin is basically, it's a player ticket management plugin where you can create tickets, you can store tickets, you can do a bunch of mechanics. So first off, let me just show you what it can do. So off the first bounce, when you turn on your server, you upload it to your server and you start up, all you want to do is /modreq. This will tell you all the commands that you can make. Here, the first ones are, of course, the help commands is create. You can create tickets, you can list tickets. Then there's player commands where you can actually get the status of a ticket, and so on. You can go all through these. They're fairly self-explanatory. Here I am teaching you how to set up the plugin and how to actually use several parts of the plugin. After you start up your server or reload your server, you can go over to your plugins folder and open up the AdvancedModreq file. Here you find yourself a bunch of config files. The data file you won't be using if you set up a MySQL database. That I will go through later. First you want to go through the config.yml. Here you can choose all these settings. You can download the database and reload, minimum words that a player has to type for it to create a ticket, a message cutoff when it's in the menu. Fairly self-explanatory stuff here, but I'll try to go through it. So let's go over to the /modreq list. /modreq list. These will show you all the open tickets. Here, since we already have a couple tickets, I can show you what tickets are created. There's even multiple pages of tickets. If I go ahead and click on a ticket, or actually just view a ticket, I can see who it's posted by, its message, its status, if it has any replies, its importance level on level 1 to 5, its category, and categories are actually pretty interesting, so I'll go through that later as well. And there's also a timestamp that you can customize as well. Here, if I click on the ticket, I can see again the same information, the author, the message, the time, and then I can actually click. If the message is longer than, as it said here on the config.yml, if it's longer than 32 characters, it will cut it off. So let's actually make a ticket, and to make it more than 32 characters, I'm just do a bunch of letters here, and I'm guessing it's more than 32. So I'll have to select the importance level, which can be removed in this config file. If you put importance false, it will disable this menu. And if you also remove categories, you won't be introduced with this menu either. But categories are actually pretty interesting, and they're going to get huge changes in the future. I'm just gonna set it as other, and I get this message. So the normal player will receive the success message, and administrator will get this message if they're online. So let's go over to MySQL list. We'll go to the latest, and as you can see, there's 3 dots at the end, which is what the suffix is right here. You can add a filter to the message. If people are putting in bad words, such as these words, they will get blurred out with the substitute, or you can just leave it in if you really don't care. You can have a notified sounds. You can enable any of these sounds. Fairly self-explanatory. There's even sound, or there's actually messages if a player's ticket has changed, as if they have a reply, or if their ticket was closed, etc. Here in categories, you can actually create your own category. So let me create my own category. So I'm gonna name this one Ronan. Let's name it Ronan. We can set a description. So this will be named, just say Ronan Cat. And then it'll be make a report based off anything epic. Right? And we can set an item. Let's set the item as Bedrock. Why not? We can also enable economy. If you have Vault and another economy plugin, you can make a ticket cost some money to create, so people don't just spam a ticket, you know. And there's also an alias. So you can actually enable alias, which basically makes it so you don't have to type in /modreq create. Instead, you can type in /report. Let's actually create one. Let's call it /Ronan. Okay, let's save that. and then we can actually just reload the plugin right then and there. My request reload, and I'll reload everything on live. So we can now do /Ronin. Oh, does that not happen? I will have to fix that. Let's just reload the plugin, or the server I mean, and type in /Ronin. You see? Now it does Alex's this command, /myRequest create. That I'll have to make it. If I do this Ronin, and then this ticket is an epic one, and it'll tell me to do an importance level, and look at there. Now I can select the Ronin category, and I can just create it, and then it'll put that ticket on that category. Okay, so let's move on from config.yml. Let's go over to menu.yml. This is where you modify all your menus. Here, this is the open menu. Basically, it's this menu, /myRequest list open. Yes, there is multiple lists that you can see. This is the menu that you can edit. So let's actually change the color of the title. Let's make it orange, right? And you can select all these placeholders that there is. You can edit every single line. Let's actually make this bigger in there. You can edit the close menu, the close ticket menu. So let's actually see what's in here. So this is how many tickets are closed. These are flagged tickets. That's where they have a book icon and they're enchanted. We'll get to flagged in a moment. There's a status for players that are looking at their status of their tickets. So these are all the tickets that I have, that I've created, and the one that I just made right here. I can actually click on it, and if there's no replies, it won't show me anything. It'll tell me the importance by the number of icons, and green since it's open. You can change the type of item that when it's open or when it's closed here. Replies when you have replies on a ticket. So it's actually list. And let's see for a ticket that has replies. Any tickets that have replies? No. So to make a reply, /myRequest reply, and then the ID. The IDs you will have to do it on your own, but there's a mechanic coming very soon to be able to make this command. Fairly easy for you. So let's just do the 5th ticket. And I'll do, this is a awesome reply. There we go. Enter, and it says successfully made it, the reply. So let's actually test if you can create a reply in any random one. So see, there's no ticket ID with number 555. So let's look over to my request list. Let's look at the ticket number 5. See, now reply equals true. I can click on here, and it says how many tickets, how many replies are in that ticket. This info menu you can also edit as well down here. It's mainly the part that you're going to use most and has the most config options. There's the cancel icon, the flag icon, the status icon, the reply icon, teleport, and the ticket up here. The teleport lets you teleport to where the ticket is, tells you the world and the coordinates. You can see a reply list, so every single slime ball up here, you can also change that here. It's, yeah, right there. And you can change what it says. You can, instead of being reply, you can put author of who replied. If the reply was made by an author, i.e. as the player who made the ticket, they will get this message. Or if the replier is the author, it will be reply posted by author by this placeholder that will delete the line if the reply was not made by the author. And then if the message is longer than however many characters, 32 or 48, however much you want it to by the config.yml, you can click on it and it will show you in chat. You can go back to this info menu, you can close the ticket, you can open it, you can flag a ticket, which basically makes it more important, and even if the ticket is closed, it will still inform the administrator that the ticket is still flagged, so please look at it. And you can just cancel action to go back. So that's basically everything you can do in this GUI, which is fairly organized. So messages, these are all messages that you can edit. There is a bunch of them, so be as picky as you like or as unpicky as you like. You can modify 100% of the messages minus the config message, minus console messages as is. I do /myRequest list. It will show me the list of IDs in chat. Oh yeah. And with this command /myRequest list, I will want to see which kind, open or closed, and then in chat if I want to. Just give me a list of everything, just so I know which IDs are available, which is what console does by default. The next thing is MySQL. This guy is fairly simple to set up. You just need a MySQL database. Hopefully you know your host, and hopefully you know your port and which type of a database. So I'm gonna start mine up over here. Hopefully it starts. Yes, there we go. So now I'll go over to the workbench and see that this does work. So now I have to go over to the MySQL YML. I want to enable it, and it's been enabled. I just haven't turned on the MySQL. The plugin is also very smart. If it cannot connect to a MySQL database, it will backend to the YML database, which is where this file is where all the tickets are stored. Here's where it stores the last ID of a ticket, and here's where it stores every single ticket and every single data that it needs. Besides that, in here you want to, of course, set up all your MySQL here. There's timers that you can set up without. If it's YML based, it will still work. Not the timers, actually. The purges work on YML files. The timer will just download the database every now and then. If you have more than, let's say you have more than one server and you want to sync tickets, it's very handy to have a timer. In purge, it will basically purge any tickets that are past a day old, and it will do this every so hours. So here it's based on hours, so it'll do every 12 hours. It will start up. It won't purge them on the first time. It'll purge them after the first, however much time you want. Here I have it set to after it turns on every 12 hours. It will also try to delete opened tickets, and also try to respect flagged tickets. So you put these to true, it will just delete any ticket that is past 1 day old every 12 hours. And besides that, it's basically done. Let's show it in action in the MySQL database. So I'll go here, and these are currently the tickets I have here. There's just 2, which these are actually made on here. So let's create a ticket, or actually let's reload the server, the plugin, just so it connects to the MySQL database, and I can actually view the tickets. Oh wait, let's reload because it needs to connect to the MySQL database. As here, there's no tickets at the moment. These are just broken tickets as of right now. So let's create a ticket. Let's just do a bunch of random letters, set importance, and our new category, and let's list them. So there we go. The ticket I just created right then, and the timestamp and everything seems well. Let's see if it's saved. Let's refresh, and there we go. So apart from that, that's basically your tutorial on how to use AdvancedModreq. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.